Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we are unboxing Worms, the board game. Now, I played a ton of this video game back when I was, I think originally when I was in like middle or high school. And then there were, more versions of Worms that came out into when I was in college and everything. This is such a fun, hilarious video game. I'm really hopeful that some of that feeling is in here in the board game. Worms, the board game, a hilarious game of strategy, chance, and exploding sheep. The Worms are back, and now they're battling for your tabletop. Navigate the map to collect crates and choose from a selection of classic Worms weaponry to defeat your opponents. Sounds easy, right? Just watch out for the destructible landscape, wind, water, mines, oil drums, and exploding bananas. Worms is simple to learn, fun to play, and challenging to win. Will you be the last invertebrate standing? Now it says 2 to 4 players, ages 10 plus and 45 minutes. Over on Board Game Geek, they've got 5 votes for the player count, saying that it's best at 4 players, though recommended 2 to 4. Ages, actually the community says 12 plus. That's only 2 votes, but that is interesting that it's higher than what it says on the box. And then for complexity, 6 votes have it at 2.17 out of 5. So let's jump into it. All right, got a ad for Dungeon Saga Origins right here on top and Kings of War Ambush. All right, so here's the rules. Pretty thick rule book, actually. Let's see what we got here. All right, so setup on page 6. Pretty large font, so that could explain some of the length of the rule book. How to play starts on page 8. Looks like a good bit of examples. So like even though like here, you just really got rules on 1 page out of 2. Tons of diagrams and examples. And this whole thing right here is just an example turn. Setting up your first game. Generating landscape. So I guess, okay, so you're not going to necessarily set up a specific landscape. Sounds like maybe it's more set up by the players each game. And all right, then here's keywords and terms. So really, these are all keywords and terms. Oh man, holy crap. All right, so the main chunk of rules only goes from page 6 to 11. And that's, again, with lots of diagrams. So really 1, 2, 3, 4 pages really is all it is. And then this down here for elimination and winning on page 13. So the fact that the rulebook is so thick and so much of it is keywords and terms and diagrams gives me a lot of hope for them really thinking through, a game like this. A lot of times you'll have all these edge cases and terminology that's just not well defined. I'm hoping that it looks like they've really put some thought into getting all that well defined in here. So we'll see. All right, so we've got only 3 punch outs. All right, and the terrain is large chunks of terrain here. Okay, so not just individual hexes. Punch out real easy. All right. And then here's a bunch of water terrain that are individual hexes. Interesting. I guess water. I'm not sure if it's water or sky or what it is because this side is something different. All right, then we've got the minis. You got the bazooka worm. And you got this guy over here, a grenade worm. Got this worm, looks like he's one of the construction worms. This one's got a submachine gun. And here we've got all kinds of crates and barrels. and maybe mines. Got some dice here, custom dice. Obviously, these are to set up the different teams, I would assume, and then let's see what we've got for cards. So these, we've got jetpack, handgun, baseball bat, girder, Uzi, ninja rope, bazooka. We've got Priceless Ming Vase, Napalm Strike, Minigun, Flamethrower, Dynamite, Mortar, Jetpack, Handgun, Baseball Bat, Grenade. Not sure what the difference between the white and the black backed cards are. Here we've got Oil Drum, Mine, Supply, and Nuclear Bomb, Armageddon, Breaking Wind, Weapons of Mass Destruction, 1 HP, and Flood. And last, let's open this up. All right, so you got 4 reference cards here. Water, supply crate, crater, fire, oil drum, and mine. All right, so that is everything that comes in the box for Worms, the board game. Be sure to come back. We will have a instructional video for this game to teach you how to play Worms, the board game. I'm really hoping that this is as much fun as the video game was back in the day. It was, I had a blast with it. I played it so much back in the day. But be sure to come back, check that out. Also, we have How to Play Dungeon Universalis Part 4 coming up. How to Play Gambler's Chest Expansion for Kingdom Death Monster Part 5 coming up. And until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.